Hi guys, this is Dan and we're here today to talk about Egnyte, the file server replacement platform. So Egnyte is a cloud-based platform and it's meant to replace things like traditional file servers, so your Windows file server, your NAS boxes, that kind of thing. And the idea is you can put all your files and folders and your documents and media and that kind of stuff all up in the cloud and access it from pretty much anywhere. So anything that's got a web browser, things such as your Windows device, your Mac device, your mobile, your Android, your iOS devices, there's apps available for it. And the idea is you can have all your data stored in the cloud and have it accessible pretty much anywhere that's got an internet connection. As well as being able to work as a traditional file server, you can also use it as a sharing platform, so sharing links out of it to documents and pieces of work that you might need external collaborators to see or even to work on. You can give people access to be able to edit and adjust documents within your folder structure without giving them access to the entire system. So it's quite good. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get straight into it. So I've already gone ahead and logged in as my kind of little test account here. You'll notice we've gone up to Kaizen.Egnyte.com. Your domain will be slightly different, but you will get that domain sent to you when you sign up for your account, and your administrator sets you up with a user account. So you can see it just looks like a traditional file structure. There's the items down here on the left hand side. You can see we're in the shared folder right now, and there's a traditional share, if you will, which is in there, which is called company docs, and everyone also has their own personal folder as well, which they can put their own personal files and folders in, much like a home folder if you're used to that kind of thing in sort of the Windows world. If we can navigate around on the left hand side here, we can simply click into the folder and see the contents of the folder. By clicking on a PDF, you bring up a little bit of a preview mode so you can kind of see the PDF straight away. Like back out of that, you can preview pretty much any item which is in there. If you want to create a new folder, you can do a simple new folder, that kind of thing. Create a new one just like you would do on a normal file server. You can also integrate the system with things like Word Online and Office 365 Online, so you can go ahead and right click this, open this text document right up in Excel Online there, so it'll sign you in. There you go. You can edit that as you would do any sort of other document, and then as soon as you close that down, that's going to be saved. You can see we've just when we refresh it, there we go, saved at 3:01 p.m. just as we've just done it there. And this is the web interface for the Egnyte platform. Now, as well as the web platform itself, you can actually download apps to work with Egnyte. So we're going to go ahead and go to apps and integrations up here in the top right hand corner, and we're going to want to download this, the Egnyte Connect desktop app. Now this desktop app basically mounts the file share itself in your Finder and Windows as a map drive, exactly like you would do with an old traditional file server. So there we go, we've got the Mac version and the Windows version. I'm going to download the Mac version because we're on a Mac right here. Just wait for that to download now. Right, so now that's downloaded, I'm going to go ahead and open it up and install it. So there we go. Please install the Egnyte desktop app connector. Agree to all the various bits and bobs that pops up with. Type in my password there. Wait for that to install, and as soon as this has come up to install, it's going to actually ask us to log in. So I'm going to move that to the bin because we no longer need it. There we go. So it's started straight away and it wants to ask us to sign in. I'm going to allow the notifications there so it can tell me about various bits and bobs as it needs to. I'm just going to sign in with my user account. It's going to say, what's your domain? Our particular domain is Kaizen IT. It's going to sign me in, which is because I'm already signed in on the web, it doesn't need to authenticate me again. So there we go, you have been successfully authenticated. I'm going to open it back up. It needs to have access to everything. So just to prove that if you're on a Mac, if you're on a Windows device, it's not going to care about that kind of stuff. And there we go, we're up and running. So you can see it running there on the top right hand side. can open the folder there if we want to, and there we go, there's our particular shared folder. So this is exactly the same as what it was set up with on the web. It's got the private folder and the shared folder there. If we go to the shared folder, we can see that same company docs and those same documents that we've got on there, and they can be accessed like they are a normal kind of local device in Finder, but it's mounted up. Now we can't actually see the drive on the desktop at the moment, so if you want to view that, you can go to your Finder, your preferences, click on connected servers, because that's what it is basically, it's a server, and there it is popped there on the right hand side. So there we go, the normal file server. If we wanted to drop something into there, so I wanted to drop something into the private folder, I've got a Lorem Ipsum testing document there, pop that straight up. You can see it quickly syncs up there in the top hand corner. If you click on that, it'll say it's a recent sync. It says down there your sync is completed, everything's up to date. And if we go back to the web address, wherever it is, just there, you can see in my test, there we go, there's our testing document. Open it up as a preview, as we did before, everything's there. If I wanted to share out that testing document with anyone, if I go back to it, I just right click on it, click on share, and I can either share a link, and you can do various link options. So the default for ours is anyone that has the password has access to that link, so you would need to send that password. There are other link options with sharing it to anyone flat or other Egnyte users that are in the system, but anyone with a password is kind of our defaults. And if I just want to email that link, I can brings up an email address straight there, and I can just email it straight to myself. Here is your link. Click send. There's the password, so I would need to send that password on as well, so I can copy that and send it on a separate email if I want to, and it'll come up and it'll say that link is now sent, which is good. Over here you can actually see all the links that have been set up. So here are some links that I've already received, so I actually shared it with this test account, so you can see those. And they're the links that I've also shared out, so I've shared those out to various people. You can view details of the link or copy the link if you want to send it on to anyone. So that is a very, very brief overview of the Egnyte system, showing you how to log in, how the folder structure works, how to share a link, and also how to download and install the desktop app so you can access the files and folders from there. Okay, that's me being Dan for Kaizen IT, signing off. Cheers, bye bye.